cares for you. He loves you with an everlasting love. Don't give up, my friend. Even though the road is rough. Hallelujah. Oh, you know the road and the going. Oh, and the hills are so hard to climb. I started out, oh, a long time ago, and I have made up my mind. Yeah, yeah. Jesus triumphs, where no tempest can harm. Yes, I am safe and secure. Yes, I have decided to make Jesus my choice. Oh yes, my choice. You know the road and the road that's tough. Oh, and the hills are so hard to climb. Yes, I started out, oh, a long time ago. Things I made up, I have made up my mind. Yeah, yeah. Jesus triumphs, where no tempest can harm. Yes, I am safe and secure. Yes, I have decided to make Jesus my choice. Have you decided to make Jesus your choice today? Have you decided to make Jesus your choice today? Have you decided? I don't know about you, but I know that I have made up my mind. I've decided to make Jesus my choice because he's the only way. He is the only way. There's no other way but Jesus' way. And when I figured out that, well, I think I figured it out quite a while ago, but sometimes we're stubborn and we feel as though we can drive, our lives by ourselves. But I figured out, I made up my mind when I was like, okay, I can't do this. Jesus, take the wheel. So I've decided to make Jesus my choice. I've just decided to hands off and say, God, you go ahead and do what you do. Go ahead and do what you do. I'm just going to sit in the back seat right now and just watch you be God, watch you be, sit in the driver's seat and do what you do, because that's what you do. That's what you created me to do. You created me to just sit back and be your child and worship you while you take care of that. And so it's just amazing. It's an amazing feeling to know. It's an amazing feeling to know that we're not required to worry, to carry on our day to day, to figure out what tomorrow looks like, or even figure out what the next minute is going to be like. I'm so happy that I don't have that job of worrying about tomorrow. Sometimes I think I do, and I tend to worry myself, but we're not called to do that. We're called to just let God be God and do what he does. Again, this is the Pastor Steve Show. I'm Nena, sitting in for Pastor Steve this morning. So if you're just coming in, welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Good morning to all of you, those who haven't said good morning already, so I can't really see you, but I just want to take this time to say thank you. Those who are listening on 89.1 FM, good morning to you. If you're driving to work, if you're at work, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, I hope your week is off to a great start. Your day is off to a great start. We're just inspiring you, motivating you this morning on a Monday morning, just helping you ginger yourself, gear up, and just take on the week this week. So, who has motivated you? Who has been that inspiration? And I get it. It doesn't just have to be one person. Sometimes we have so many people in our lives who just motivate us or inspire us along the way. And for me, I know I can't just pick out one person. There's always, I have a bunch of people in my life, in the past and presently, who've just been a motivating force in my life, helping me, push me to get to where I need to be. Like when I'm down, they just stepping at that moment. And it's so funny. What I've also realized is that sometimes God will raise like inspiration or motivation to come from the person you least expect. Sometimes you don't even know that person, and sometimes they're motivating you or inspiring you without even knowing that's what they're doing. And so I've experienced that so many times in my life, and I have so many people like that in my life who've just been that motivating force. If I know for one, it's my mom is number one. who's always been there for me, always saying, hey, you can do it. You know, when I call her crying, oh, I can't take this anymore. What is going on? And she's like, no, just take it easy. Take a breather. Just breathe. You can do this. God is still with you. You can do this. So she's always that force behind, just pushing me, nudging me, and saying, hey, hang tight, hold on, don't let the worries or your situation pull you down. You can still go on, you know. And she's just one of many. She's one of many. Of course, I had to mention her first because she's my mom, but she's just so one of many who have just been that motivating force in my life. Of course, Pastor Steve is also one of those. He does it in a funny way. Sometimes I don't like the way he motivates or inspires me, especially when he throws me in this hot seat and gives me like big shoes to fill. I'm like, really? Like, you have to do that? But I'm so appreciative of the many times that he's pushed me to do things. I've done things that I never thought that I would do if it wasn't for him. Like, just like, okay, boom, go swim. Like, I can't swim, you threw me in the deep end. But he knows, like, he sees, I think he has this gift of just really seeing potential, seeing the gift when you don't see it. Like, he sees it like from a mile, like he sniffs it out. Like, he's a hound when it comes to that. He can smell it from a mile away. So even when you don't see it in yourself, he smells it, he sniffs it out, and he's like, okay, yes, you could do it. And so he's just an amazing force in my life. And he's just like, okay, go do this. Yeah, you can do this. And he says it so casual. Like, he'll just say, okay. Well, I'm like, wait, let's talk about this. Why are we not, you're supposed, because I'm more of a, okay, I gnaw on things for long. And he will come and be like, okay, all right, let's do this. Like, wait, did we decide on that? And he will say it in passing, like, just casually. And we're like, okay, in my mind, I think, okay, we're probably going to go back to this conversation and agree and finally set, okay, this is when we're going to do it. So when he says it like in jest, more or less, that's when you have that initial conversation, when you think, oh, this is just maybe this is the brainstorming stage. No, most of the times that's it. Like, it's not gonna happen again. Boom, that's it. And he walks up, oh, I thought we talked about that already. No, we did not. But it's amazing, and I'm so thankful for that. Because of that pushing, that nudging, I've been able to do so many things that I didn't think I would be able to do. And I'm just so thankful for him. And he's just one of many too. But I had to mention Mom and Pastor Steve here. So I'm gonna just ask you out there too, like, who is that motivating individual, motivating force or factor in your life that has always nudged you, that, hey, you can do this, you can keep going, when you feel you're down, when you feel like you don't have what it takes to be or do what it is that God has called you to do? Who has been that person that has stepped up and say, hey, I see this in you, I believe in you, I know that you can do it? Because I know that many times we feel as though the whole world is crashing or things are going wrong and we have nothing to show, we can't carry on. But if we remember, if we recognize the people that are around us, or even just turn to God and just take a step back and know that God is with us, and he definitely will see you through. I think we tend to spend so much time just really worrying and just being concerned about what we think or what we feel isn't right, that we just really fail to see that all those things that are right, all those things that are perfect in us, and all those things that God has placed in us for us to be the best versions of ourselves, of who he has created us to be. So sometimes it takes that one person out there or those many people out there to see that in you and just pull that out of you, and to remind you that whatever it is that you're going through, that you have to hold on to Christ, and remember that he is your anchor, regardless of however the storms are, whatever storms are raging around you, to always just remember that he's still there and the anchor still holds.
Through the long dark night, out on the open sea, my faith, the Lord, sight unknown, and yet his eyes were watching me. The anchor holds, though the ship is battered. The anchor holds, though the sails are torn. I have fallen on my knees as I face the raging seas. The anchor holds in spite of the storm. I've had visions, I've had dreams, I've even held them in my hand. But I never knew they would slip right through like they were only grains of sand. The anchor holds, though the ship is battered. The anchor holds, though the sails are torn. I have fallen on my knees as I face the raging seas. The anchor holds in spite of the storm. I have been young, and I am older now, and there has been beauty in these eyes of sea. But it was in the night, through the storms of my life. Oh, that's where God proved His love to me. The anchor holds, though the ship's been battered. The anchor holds, though the sails are torn. I have fallen on my knees as I face the raging seas. The anchor holds in spite of the storm. I have fallen on my
The anchor holds in spite of the storm. The anchor holds in spite of the storm. That's my encouragement to you this morning. Just the anchor holds in spite of the storm. So I don't know what storm you feel like you're in today, what storm you're in today. Just know that the anchor holds in spite of the storm. Who are you anchored in? You're anchored in Christ, and you know that the anchor holds. You know that He holds your day. He holds your tomorrow. So don't worry. Don't fret about what's going on. Don't fret about all the things that are just going crazy right now. You feel like everything's going crazy in your life. Don't fret about that. Just know who holds your day. Know who has you in the palm of His hands, and that is God, the creator of the universe. And so He controls the storm. He controls everything. So you know that because He controls all of that, you're going to be fine. You are going to be fine. So we're motivating this Monday morning and just talking about who has been an inspiration or a motivating force in your life, or just motivating situation, or the things or people that have helped you just keep going. Those who, when you feel as though you want to give up, when you feel as though, okay, this is it, I'm done right now, I want to throw in the towel, but they're there to say, no, you shouldn't. You got to keep going. You got to keep running the race. It's not the end. You haven't reached the finish line yet, so keep going. And of course, I said earlier that two of those people in my life, of course, have been my mom and Pastor Steve. And of course, I want to throw in Yeye there, because she paid me to do this, or she's going to trip me by accident on purpose if I don't mention her, because she is my motivating. I don't know what to say. I don't know how to put that. But I'm kidding. Yeye. Yeye is one of my... She's just my sister from another mother. She's really... She's a pain in my behind, but a necessary pain. I love Yeye, and she's always there to say, hey, you can do this. Why haven't you done this? Why haven't you done this? Why da-da-da-da-da? But she's always there. She's just so inspirational to me. And for me, I think one of the things about Yeye that just really inspires, and when I say Yeye, I'm talking about Yesenia, Yesenia Leyva. She's such a strong individual that, in spite of everything that she goes through physically, she's just that person who just really pushes me. And I'm like, okay, if Yessie can do this, of course I can do this. And she's like, yeah, you have no excuse. There's no time you can't throw a pity party right now. Keep going, keep moving, just keep swimming, or keep wobbling, just keep going. And she's just such an amazing individual that's always been, just inspiring to me. And I just want to take the time. I know you're laughing and throwing all those funny faces out there, but I am being serious. Like, you're truly an inspiration, and I love you for that. And keep doing what you do, because you are amazing. You are amazing. So again, if you're just joining in, it's 2 minutes after 9. We're in the Pastor Steve Show. It's Motivation Monday, Inspiration Monday. We are just inspiring each other on the show. I'm talking about people who've inspired me and pushed me and helped me just to keep going, keep moving. But who is it in your life? Who are the people in your life who have really just kept pushing you and saying, hey, you can do this. Don't give up right now. You have no option but to keep moving. Again, I've mentioned Yeye, I've mentioned Pastor Steve, I've mentioned my mom so far. So if you're able to throw in the chat box there to just let me know who that person is, and just, maybe just send a shout out to them and say, thank you for being that motivation to me. Thank you for being that inspiration to me. Because, when they're just there. They're just those people who are there to just say, hey, let's keep going, keep moving. When you feel like you can't walk, they're like, yeah, of course, he's there with you.
Number one would surely be me. I thought I could be what I wanted to be. I thought of myself as a mighty big name, but I can't even walk without you holding Jesus, my all in all. From now on His name, I'm surely gonna call. And if I don't trust Him, I'd be less than a woman, 'cause I can't even walk without Him holding my hand. Thank you, Jesus. Can't even walk, I can't even without you holding my hand. Oh, Jesus, the mountain is too high, it's too high, and the valley is too wide. Down on my knees, I've learned to stand. Can't even walk without you holding my hand. So hold my hand. Can't even walk without you holding my hand. Can't even walk. The mountain is too high, and it's too high. And the valley is too wide. Down on my knees, I've learned to stand. Can't even walk without you holding my hand. Can't even walk without you holding my hand. The mountain is too high, and the valley is too wide. Down on my knees, I'm gonna stay. I've learned to stand. Can't even walk. Can't even walk. No. Without you holding my hand. Can't even walk. So help me, Jesus. Without you holding my hand. Can't even walk. The mountain is too high. Sometimes the mountain's too high.
The valley
Sometimes the valley
is too wide. Hallelujah. Can't even walk without you holding my hand. Can't even walk without you holding my hand. Good morning, Sister Millicent. Good morning. Good morning, Sister Salma. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for coming on. This is the Pastor Steve Show. We are 10 minutes out of 9 o'clock. Meaning I have, let's see, I've got, my math is horrible. I've got 50 more minutes left in the room this morning. So good morning again. Welcome. This is the Pastor Steve Show. Take the time, if you haven't shared this broadcast, take the time to share. Invite. Welcome in this morning. Good morning, Sister Deidre. How are you? It's so nice to be in the seat this morning. I'm usually not here. Good morning, Sister Denica. Good morning. I'm usually not sitting in here. I'm usually like an evening person. I'm an evening girl. But I got thrown in this morning, so got big shoes to fill. I'm trying to navigate my way around this morning. But we're talking about it being, who's been motivating you? Who has been that motivating force in your life? Of course, I've mentioned my mom, my mommy. I've mentioned Pastor Steve. I've mentioned Yeye and Sister Marcia. Yes, your friend Judy and Cheryl always motivate you. That's awesome. And your grandma and your beloved Aunt Jean. Oh yes, may God rest their soul. Yes, especially when you have those people in your life who's just being so amazing and inspirational to you, and when they've gone on, it's always like sometimes you're like, oh my gosh, I wish they were here because I really need to talk to someone right now. And so that's so true. It's so true. For me, that other person will be my grandma. My grandma was my best friend. Like, I love my grandma. I could tell her anything. She knew a ton of secrets about me. Like, I don't think even my mom knew some things. Some things my grandma knew before my mom knew, before I could go to my mom and say anything. So my grandma was that person for me as well. Always inspiring, always saying, hey, you can do this. I remember just leading up to her passing, she had called me, and I never forget. She was just encouraging me, because I was like, well, grandma, I'm packing up. I'm coming back home. I don't want to do this anymore. I can't. And she was like, you stay there. You hang tight. You dig your heels in and stay strong. You can do this. Just know that I'm praying for you. Your mothers back home are praying for you. So that's always, I always hold on to that every time I feel as though I can't go on. I feel like just overwhelmed by so much. I feel like, yes, I can do this. I remember my grandma's words to me. Good morning, Brother Robin. How are you? Thank you for coming in this morning. I appreciate you taking out the time to just join in from Jamaica. So how is the weather over there? What's going on? Just fill us in. Who has been that inspirational force for you? Your friend Carrie, Sister Martha. Okay. Yes. Always holding your hand. Good. There's always that person or those people who will always be that motivating force, that person who holds your hands and say, hey, come on, let's go. You don't have time to do this. There's no time to dilly-dally. We got to go. Or that shoulder to cry on. Very true. Your mom and your elder, Sister Deidre, that's for you. Awesome. I think for a lot of people, I think parents, moms, and I guess maybe for dads too, some dads too. That's a special, I guess, really, really special. So a lot of people will say mom, dad, and all of that, because parents are such an important force, an important factor in your lives, and especially when they're motivating and very inspiring. It's just great. It's amazing to have that support. So yes, shout out to all moms and dads out there who have been that force, that inspirational force to their kids, to grandmas out there as well. Thank you for just being that that support, being there to encourage and lift your grandbabies up, and surrogate grandbabies that you have, and just helping and encourage them as well. Yes, of course, your mentor. Yes, Shirley King. Yeah, and Pastor, of course. I think for a lot of us on this side, it's going to be, where a lot of us are going to mention Pastor, because Pastor is father to so many, and he's such an amazing mentor. He's such an amazing inspiration, and he'll do it. He'll do it. He'll do it. He does it with love, but it's like, oh God, this is painful love right now. Don't love me like this. I don't like this. But he's such an inspiration. Can't say that enough. Yes, for you, Sister Denica, your mother as well. Yep. Yeah. I think a lot of people, yes. For mom, yes. See, mommy, there, nothing without her. You're nothing. Yeah, I say that too. I'm nothing without my mama. That's for sure. Definitely gonna lift mom up in prayers. Yes, see, I pray that for healing for her right now, and she's gonna pull through. She's definitely going to pull through. God is a good God. And so if you're just coming in again, this is the Pastor Steve Show with me, Nena, sitting in for Pastor this morning, just inspiring each one this morning and saying, hey, keep going.
Welcome to Crab Family.
You can do this. So through the fire, it's still there. Your daddy, Sister Salma, yes.
So many times I've questioned certain circumstances or things I could not understand. And many times in trials, weakness blurs my vision, and then my frustration gets so out of hand. Oh, but it's then I am reminded I've never been forsaken, and I've never had to stand one test alone.
Just for you, Yeye.
And the Spirit rises up in me, and it's through the fire of my weakness is amidst her all. Oh, he never promised that the cross would not get heavy, and the hill would not be hard to climb. He never offered our victories without fighting, but he said it would always come in time. Just remember when you're standing in the valley of decision, and the adversary says give in, just hold on. Our Lord will show up, and he will take you through the fire again. Oh, here's the key to it, church. I know within myself that I would surely perish. Oh, but if I trust the mighty hand of God, he'll shield the flames again, again. He never promised that the cross would not get heavy, and the hill would not be hard to climb. Oh, no, he never offered our victories without fighting, but he said he'll put always come in time. Just remember when you're standing in the valley of decision, and the adversary says give in, just hold on. Our Lord will show up, and he will take you through the fire again. So just hold on. Our Lord will show up, and he will take you through the fire again.
Just hold on, just hold on, just hold on. Our Lord will show up. He's going to show up. He's going to show up. It might look as though he's not there. It might look as if you're walking that road alone. It might look as if there's no one walking with you. Like it's just you. There's no one there. But just hold on. Just hold on. Just hold on, because he will show up on time, and he will hold your hand. He will hold your hand. He will show up on time, and he'll walk you through that fire, and he'll show up on time. Hallelujah. If you're just coming in, this is the Pastor Steve Show. It's me, Nena, sitting in for Pastor this morning. He deserves a break, so we're giving him a little bit of a break this morning, and hopefully you are feeling inspired and motivated this morning on the show. You're feeling motivated this morning. It's Motivation Monday, Inspirational Monday. We're talking about people who have inspired us, those who have just really helped to keep us on track, those who have helped to just keep us going, those who have helped to keep us going. And who is that person for you? Who is that person for you who has just been that force for you that will keep you say, hey, keep going, don't stop now, you can't stop. And so for me, of course, I've mentioned those who have just really helped out, who've just been that force for me. My mom, my grandma, Pastor Steve, Yeye, of course. Yeye is always there for me. A lot of you have chimed in. Sister Deidre said her Christians in actions, in voices. Oh, that's amazing. That's what group is that? And so I'm assuming that's, Christians in Action. So they've been an inspiration to her. Yes, your daddy, Sister Salma, your daddy, you said, has been that force for you. That's amazing. I think parents are for all of us. I think it's great when we have supportive parents who can be there and say, hey, kid, keep going. I love you. I know that you can do it. Keep going, keep going, keep going. It's just, it's awesome. It's awesome to have that. So again, we're at 9:20 in the Pastor Steve Show. 9:20 inside the Pastor Steve Show. If you're just coming in, you're not late, you're not early either. But we are inspiring one another this morning on the show. Who is that inspiration for you? Text in the chat box if you're able to let me know who is that person, who's that amazing person in your life that has helped you to just be the best or better version of yourself. That person who has said, hey, keep going, kid, you can't stop now. Always remember though that in every situation, I think at this point we're more or less becoming to sound like a broken record at this point because we say it all the time. But to hold on to God in every situation, and know that He will always show up on time. He will always show up on time. And His mercy is just like, words can't describe. Words really and truly cannot describe His mercy at all. So you know that when you're at your lowest, when you can't find a way out, mercy always comes in at the right time.
Guilty. Now what do you say? I spoke up, Your Honor. I have no defense, but that's when mercy walked in. Mercy walked in and pleaded my case. Called to the stand, God's saving grace. The blood was presented that covered my sin, forgiven when mercy walked in. Praise the Lord. I stood there and wondered, how could this be? That someone so guilty had just been set free. My chains were broken. I felt born again. The moment that mercy walked in. Oh, mercy walked in and pleaded my case. Called to the stand, God's saving grace. The blood was presented that covered my sin, forgiven when mercy walked in. The blood was presented that covered my sin, forgiven when mercy walked in.
When mercy walked in, it's amazing things that happen, how lives are changed, how your situation changes just for mercy stepping in. When mercy steps into the room, when mercy steps in, the whole situation, the whole situation is just it's different. It's different. It's just so different. And It's so amazing to know that our God is a good God, and He's always there. He's always there on time. He shows up on time. His mercy always steps in right at that moment that we need it. His mercy can step in the form of somebody who just has that word of encouragement for you, or to you, to speak to you, or to speak to your situation, or to just what you're going through. And that's God's mercy right there, just saying, okay, I'm here, I'm gonna step in, and I'm going to take care of that situation. So mercy always walks in, mercy always steps in at the right time. Can you let mercy in today? Can you let mercy in today? Can you just allow mercy to step in this morning, and just maybe, and if you just give mercy that chance to step in, He just might rewrite your name as well.
Have fallen, my soul cast down, but mercy rewrote my life. I said I could have fallen, my soul down, but mercy rewrote
Mercy rewrote my life. Mercy rewrote my life. When mercy steps in, mercy just changes everything. Mercy turns things around. Mercy will bring light into a dark situation. Mercy will bring joy in the midst of pain and sadness. Mercy will transform. Mercy will elevate. Mercy will push forward. Mercy will encourage. Mercy will elevate. Mercy will edify. So mercy, when mercy steps in, mercy rewrites everything. Mercy is in the transforming business. Mercy is a restorer. Mercy will restore every wasted years, everything that you think has gone wrong. Mercy will restore that. Mercy will restore that. Will you let mercy in today to rewrite your story, to rewrite your life? Mercy will send that person into your life to speak life into you, to speak words of encouragement to lift you up. Yes, Sister Marsha, thank you. I thank you for just for your kind words to us over here, the prayer team over here. We really appreciate that, and that's what we're here to do. We're here to encourage. We're here to pray with and for you, to lift you up in situations to stand with you in prayer. So who is that person? Who's that inspiration to you? Who is that motivating force this morning? Who is that person who's always there, telling you, nudging you that, hey, you got this, you can do this, you can do this? Who's that person? Who's that person in form of mercy that God has sent into your life in form of mercy to rewrite your story, to speak life to you, to change that situation, to give you those words of encouragement that you need at that time that you need it? So we're shouting out to all of those who have been such great inspirations to us. Those who've motivated us and pushed us and gingered us to keep going. I mean, we could stay here all day, starting to list list out. I'm sure, I don't know about you, but I know for me, there's just so many. I can never exhaust that list of people that have just really, that God has used to motivate and to push me to be where I am today, and to just keep going and say, hey, you got this. So I want to encourage you this morning, and that's what New Season Gospel FM is about. We are here to encourage. We're here to pray with. We're here to help you out on this faith walk. Just with words like this, or just a time like this, you might be going through something, and then you tune to the station and you're like, oh my gosh, that's my song playing. I really need to hear this at this time. And so that's what we're here for. God will use a moment, and that's mercy right there. Mercy stepping in form of New Season Gospel FM at that moment that you need that word of encouragement, or to hear that song that will lift you out or pull you out of that situation that you're in. So think about it. No, just meditate on it this morning if you're able to. How mercy has stepped in to just rewrite your life, to change your situation, to restore.
Oh, someone can ask, mercy rewrote my life. Oh, please, mercy rewrote my life. Oh, mercy His mercy road. Someone who's gone through pain, he can sing a song with me. Oh, sad mercy, mercy road. Mercy road, my life. Please, mercy, please road.
So be encouraged this morning. Be encouraged this morning that His mercy can step in. His mercy can step in, and His mercy can change the situation. If you look back and see where He has brought you from, the things that He has delivered you from, it's only because of His mercy. And so we should be able to just look back, to turn, pull back the curtains and say, God, thank you. Thank you for your mercy. Thank you that you rewrote my situation. You rewrote my life. Thank you that you brought me out of this. If it wasn't for your mercy, I would not be here this morning. I could have fallen, but mercy rewrote my life. Mercy rewrote my life. Mercy restores. Mercy elevates. Mercy transforms. Mercy transforms. So that's what we're just doing here this morning, just encouraging you to know that mercy, when mercy steps in, things change. When mercy steps in, it's going to be A-okay. So always know that you can always tell it to Jesus. There's no other place to go anyways. I mean, I don't know about you, but I have no other place to go to. I have no one to talk to. I have no one to run to but to Jesus. He's the only one that I run to, and I must tell Him because He listens and He never tires. He never tires of hearing from me. He never tires of everything that I have to say, all my tears. I still go, and He's like, come, my child, I'm here. So don't forget, He always listens.
I cannot bear these burdens alone. In my distress, He promised to help me. He ever loved and cared for His own. Tempted and tried, need a great Savior, one who can help my burdens to bear. I must tell Jesus, I must tell Jesus, be all my cares and sorrow will share. I must tell Jesus,
I must tell Jesus,
I must tell Jesus,
I must tell Jesus.
oh, I cannot bear these burdens alone.
Burdens alone.
I must tell Jesus,
I must tell Jesus,
oh, I must tell Jesus, Jesus can help me, yes, yes, Jesus alone. I must tell Jesus all of my troubles. He is a kind, compassionate friend. If I but ask Him, He will deliver. Make of my troubles quickly and end. Oh, I must tell Jesus,
I must tell Jesus,
I must tell Jesus, oh, I cannot bear these burdens alone. Yes, I must tell Jesus. I must tell Jesus. I must tell Jesus. Jesus can help me, yeah. Jesus alone. Just listen to this once again. I must tell Jesus. I must tell Jesus. I must tell Jesus. I must tell Jesus. Oh, I cannot bear these burdens alone. Yes, Jesus alone.
I must tell Jesus. I must tell Jesus. Yes, Mommy Jasmine, I must tell Daddy Jesus. Because he's always there. He always listens. You know, there's nowhere else that we can go to. He's the only one that will sit down, that will listen to every single thing, every problem that we have. Do not be afraid to tell him. Do not be afraid to go to him with your problems, because he is a good God. He's loving. He's patiently waiting on you. My child, what's going on with me? You're talking to everybody else, but you're not talking to him. That's the problem. Sometimes we're just running around and looking for people to talk to, and we're telling our problems or our stories everywhere else. We're talking to everybody and anybody, but we're not talking to Jesus. We're not telling him what it is that is going on with us. I mean, he knows, but he still wants to hear from us. He still wants to hear from you. He wants to have that relationship with you. And that's what a relationship with a parent is. Like having that communion, having that communication that you can run to your daddy and say, this is what's going on. I know you know what's going on, but I still want to tell you though. I want to vent. I want to vent right now. So that's what he wants. He wants you to talk to him. He wants you to listen to him. He wants you to just keep doing what you're doing. I mean, to run to him, to whatever it is, that he's willing to hear you. He's willing to listen to you. If you are you willing to talk to him? Are you willing to forsake all those other people you go to and run to, and you know, some people you tell them your business and then they go about and they spread it. But not with your not with your God, not with Jesus. When you run to him, when you tell him what it is that's going on with you, you know. And he always have a solution. You know, the other people, they'll listen to you. They'll wait for you to tell your story from start to finish. Oh, I'm sorry, I can't help you. Or they have no solution for you. There's nothing they can do for you. And then they still go out and they still spread it anyways. But if you go to Jesus with your situation, with whatever is bothering you, whatever is going on with you, you know for a fact that there's always a solution. He always has a fix for your problem. So don't forget. And that's called prayer. That communication is just a simple word that we call prayer. So have you prayed today? Or have you been neglecting prayer, and have you just really been not feeling it? And like, oh, I don't feel like talking to him right now. So don't neglect prayer. Go back to praying. If you're that person who's like, okay, I'm not praying today, or I haven't prayed in a while, remember, you can tell Jesus anything, and you do that through prayer. So did you pray today? Did you remember to pray today?
To pray this morning as you started on your way. Did you ask one moment to say. Give me comfort for my soul on this old wicked road. Did you just remember to pray? I know he has promised in his words long time ago. He will come again to take all of them that are washed and made white as snow. One moment to say, this is what I said. Give me comfort for my soul on this old wicked road. Did you just remember to pray? Yeah, give me comfort for my soul on this old wicked road. Did you just remember to pray?
Remember to pray. Did you pray this morning? Did you just remember to pray? Did you pray this morning? Did you pray? If you forgot to pray this morning, pray right now. This should be like did you just remember to pray? Prayer changes things. Prayer, words can really not express what prayer does. There's power in prayer. Good morning, Mommy. I saw my mommy on somewhere. She just said hello. Good morning, Mommy. I hope you're doing well. If you're just joining in, we're 10 minutes up to the hour inside the Pastor Steve show. I am Nana, sitting in for Pastor this morning. Yes, Allie, Britt. Prayer changes things. Prayer changes a lot. I think many times we feel like we're going through situations, or we have situations that just seem so humongous to us in our sight, in our human eyes, and we just feel like there's nothing that can happen. Like the mountain cannot be moved. But with prayer moves mountains. Prayer changes things. So it doesn't matter what you're going through right now. It doesn't matter what your situation looks like right now. It might look in the eyes of man as if, there's no way out. It's impossible to get out of whatever situation you're in. But prayer will change that, will turn it around. So whatever it is that you're going through, whatever that mountain is in front of you right now, whatever that storm is that you're in presently, that fire that you're walking through right now, that you feel is burning you up, whatever it is, know that prayer changes. Don't throw in the towel. Don't give up. just keep praying. Keep praying. If you've lost hope, or if you felt as, oh, I've been praying and praying and nothing is happening, keep praying. Keep praying, because he is listening. He hears every prayer that is going up to him. He sees every tear that you cry, and he knows. And at the right time, at the right moment, right in that, like at that teeny time, that very exact moment, the precise moment, he's going to step in. So don't stop praying. Keep praying. That is our encouragement. That's my encouragement to you this morning on this Inspiration Monday, on this Motivation Monday. Again, I've been talking about just people that have inspired me in my life, in my journey, those who've motivated me. Of course, I said my mom, Pastor Steve, my grandma, I mentioned Yeye there. Of course, my sister, I can't forget my youngest sister. She's also just an amazing inspiration to me. Her tenacity, her resilience, and all of that. I guess in some ways, her stubbornness is also an inspiration. I don't know. I don't want her to hear that and she'll think it's a good thing. In some ways, it is a good thing. But she's being very inspirational to me, being a young widow and all of that, just seeing the strength that she has, that she has just really exuded in the midst of her trials, in the midst of her pain, and to see her carrying on and what she's making of herself, that has been an inspiration to me. Of course, my children inspire me every day. They push me, they motivate me to be a better parent. They push my buttons, and they just really they make me think. They make me really think. They make me really just want to be better and be a better human being, of course. And I think also when you have kids, or when you have people younger ones who look up to you, in some ways it's sort of something turns on inside of you to want to be better, because you're a role model, and you want to share, you want to show, you want to shine a light bright for the others who are looking up to you, to be able to emulate, to live a life that they can emulate, that they can see you leaving what you're talking, leaving what you're preaching, leaving everything that you're talking about. And that really just motivates you to be better, to become a better version of yourself, and just live out your life in what fully of who God has called you to be. And so on this Inspiration Monday, on this Motivation Monday, I just want to just say, be inspired today. Be inspired today. Know that God is with you. New Season Gospel FM is here for you, offering you that encouragement, that daily encouragement that you need. We're just here to pray for you, to pray with you, to stand with you, stand in the gap for you. When you feel as though you can't go on, when you feel like you need someone to pray, don't hesitate to reach out to us. There's different ways to reach out to us. You can always call us at 954-533-8187 if you have any prayer requests, or if you just need to talk. Yes, we do that too. You just need to talk. You can call us. You can send us an email at seasonfmradio@gmail.com. seasonfmradio@gmail.com. That is why we're here. We're here to inspire, and that's what we should be for one another. This journey is not just a one-man thing, because we would not be able to do it. We can't work this journey alone. Of course, by the grace of God, we're able to do it, but we need each other. We need one another. We're all different parts of one body. We're all connected. And the only way we can succeed on this journey is if we help each other up. If you're tired, if you fall by the wayside, I'm able to reach down, hold you by the hand, and say, my brother, let's go. My sister, let's go. You can do this. Good morning, Brother Francis. How are you? Brother Donovan. And so that's what we're here for. That's what we do. So I'm hoping that, I pray that you're encouraged this morning. Even though I had great big shoes to fill this morning, I was able to inspire you in some ways, to just think about those who have really been that force, that inspiration force in your life, and to emulate them, and to keep going, and especially those who have passed on. Remember the words that they've spoken to you. Remember the way that they've encouraged you, the things that they would say to you. If you find yourself in a situation where you don't have that loved one with you anymore, who spoke life into you, who kept pushing you to keep going, if they're not here anymore, it hurts, of course, but you take a step back and you just remember those words that they spoke to you, and everything that they planted in you. You remember those, knows, and you run with that. So always remember that you need to always remember those who've always been by your side, those who've spoken words of encouragement to you, those who've always said, you can do this, you can do this. Remember them. And also, be that encouragement to someone. Be that person to somebody else. Are you able to? I always say we're constantly asking God for a blessing, but are we ready and are we willing to be that blessing to someone else? Can we be that blessing that somebody else has been praying for? So can you be that encourager for someone today? Can you be that motivating force for someone today? Are you able to say to somebody this morning or this day or going forward whenever, like, hey, you're doing great. You can do this. God created you for this. Don't look back. Keep going. You've got this. God has you in the palm of his hands, and you're able to do it. You can do it with him by your side. Can you be that encourager today for somebody else? Can you be that encourager today for someone else? Yes, Sister Marsha, of course. Shout out to your daughter, Brittany. Yes, to help you live a better and healthier version of yourself. Well, Brittany, Mommy's saying thank you. So we all of us here at New Season FM, New Season Gospel FM are saying thank you, Brittany, for helping your mommy live a healthier life. Thank you, Brittany, for doing that for Mom. And so all of you out there today, just remember that you are created in God's image and likeness. You are truly, you're God's masterpiece, borrowing Pastor Steve's words. You're God's masterpiece. You're fearfully and wonderfully made. You're created for a purpose. And so keep going. Don't lose hope. Don't lose faith. Keep at it. God is by your side. So we're just a minute up to the hour, and I'm going to have to leave in about a minute or two. But I wanted to say good morning, Sister Janet. How are you? You're just coming in, and we're just about to head out. But good morning and welcome to the Pastor Steve Show. We're just talking about inspiration and motivation this morning. And so remember that we are here. We, New Season Gospel FM here, we are here for you. We're here to inspire and encourage you, but we're also a listener supported station. We can't do what we do without your support. And I just want to take the time to say thank you. Thank you to those who have supported, those who daily, tirelessly support us. We really appreciate you. And I know I speak for the entire team when I say this. We're really, really appreciative of your help. If you have not supported for whatever reason, you're just not sure how to, you're just, I'm going to think about it some more, please prayerfully consider being a supporter today. There's so many ways to do so. You can do so through Cash App. For Cash App, it's the $ New Season WC. Again, that's the $ New Season WC. You can also do so through Zelle. For Zelle, it's 954-536-1821. Again, that's 954-536-1821. You can go straight to our website, which is newseasonfm.com. Click on the give/donate button right there, and it will take you to the page where you're able to give. If any of those don't work for you, you say, I just don't want to do Zelle, don't want to do Cash App, I don't have none of those, and you just simply want to write us a check, that's fine. You can write us a check, mail it out to 4660 North University Drive, Lauderhill, Florida, 33351. Again, that's 4660 North University Drive, Lauderhill, Florida, 33351. You can do that way. You can also just call us at 954-533-8187 and say, hey, here's my card. Can you just run this? Happily do that for you. The number again is 954-533-8187. So again, I just want to say thank you. Thank you so much for coming on this morning and riding along with me right here inside the Pastor Steve Show on Motivation Monday, Inspiration Monday. It's always an awesome, awesome pleasure to just to come on and share with you. I hope that your week today, it's August 1st. I hope that you start this day off with confidence, knowing that your God is on the throne. I hope that after this show you're feeling so motivated to go out and take on anything that comes your way, because God is with you. God is by your side today. So know that He is with you regardless of what goes on. So I pray that you all have an amazing, amazing day. Go have fun. Go have a great day. Go have an awesome, awesome day. And then circle around back and come back at 7 o'clock and spend the hour with me on Faith Matters later this evening at 7 o'clock. So again, thank you all so much for coming on this morning and spending the day, the morning with me inside the Pastor Steve Show. I want to thank family who tuned in on 89.1 FM. Thank you so, so much for your support, for tirelessly coming on and supporting by listening. Those who are streaming on newseasonfm.com, I appreciate all of you. YouTube family, of course, Facebook family, thank you all so much. Thank you, Mommy Jasmine, for coming on. Sister Juliet, thank you. Pastor Henry, Sister Salma, yay, thank you. My mommy all the way in Nigeria, my other mommy all the way in Nigeria, thank you so much. Sister Janet, Sister Marcia, Brother Donovan, Brittany, thank you so much for coming on. Sister Millicent, I'm missing somebody. Sister Sandra, thank you. Sister Deidre, I saw you somewhere there. Sister Danica, Sister Grace, all of you, I thank you all so much for coming on. I really do appreciate all of you. Again, in His presence tomorrow morning, Faith Matters this evening at 7 p.m. and then in His presence in the morning at 6:30. And of course, it'll be the Pastor Steve Show again, and we're going to do it all over again tomorrow. So go have an awesome, awesome day. Go conquer today, and then come back and tell me all about it at 7 p.m. tonight. Go have a blessed day, everyone. And remember that He is there, and He will take you through everything, and because He is the King of Kings.
There are times I get discouraged, trying to carry this heavy load. But I decided to keep on calling. I'm so glad that Jesus knows. He'll take control. Yes, he will. And just be there. Jesus knows. Let's say it one more time.